Hello everyone, my name is Joyce. Welcome to Joy's Spiritual Guide. Okay, today I just want to talk a little bit about coming in spirituality with a different mindset. So, from what I'm getting, some of you come into spirituality with the mindset of what you have in religion. And for some of you come in spirituality based on your belief and what you want. And for some of you come to spirituality or tradition in order to get what you want. But I just want to tell you that it doesn't work that way, okay? From my own point of view and the kind of spirituality I particularly do, not what others do. Spirituality is a place where you come, you develop yourself, okay? If you've been in your life, you've had a rough childhood for some of you, or you came from a rich home, or you came from a family where something continued to happen, or you came from a family where you have some answers, you're seeking for some answers, or you are the kind of person who wants to get some answers or look into spiritual mysteries and secrets, or you want to learn more, develop yourself more, then spirituality is for you. But if you are coming to spirituality with the mindset of religion, where you are hoping that when you come, you want to find information about this and that, you want to use it to your advantage for this to work out for you, you want things to happen quickly, it doesn't work like that, okay? That's not the kind of spirituality I do. It doesn't work like that. The kind of spirituality I do is a spirituality where you come, you find out who you are, you find out yourself, you find out about your life path, you find out about why you're here on earth, you find out information about your background, you find out information about your spiritual self, your physical self, your emotional self, your psychological self, where you are going, who you want to be, what you want to become, your mission on earth, developing yourself. So that's the kind of spirituality I do. So if you're coming to spirituality hoping that you come in for things to someone to do something for you to develop or use it in a diabolical way, like some people come into spirituality, you are able to find one or two answers, or you are able to find little powers here and there. You want to use it to your advantage to showcase. You are more interested in showing, or if someone did something, I will show you who I am, I will do this. I don't do that kind of spirituality. That's not what I do here. The kind of spirituality, like I said, I do is about self-development, self-awareness, self-knowledge, looking into your future, your destiny, your life path, your background, developing yourself, your spiritual self, your physical self, your higher consciousness, developing, helping your family, helping your loved one, assisting people, healing yourself from every trauma, healing any generational curse, healing any future karma you're going to experience, or your karmic debts that you came to life with, or some experience that you've learned that are traumatic, or you've gone through abuse, or you've been witnessed violence, different things, different kind of things. That's the kind of spirituality I do. And you want to heal, develop yourself, get better, and be the best version of yourself. That's the kind of spirituality I do. So because I've got, why I'm saying this, in the past I've got where people, some of you see my reading, or you contact me, oh please, can you find out this for me, oh please, are you able to do this for me? You're more interested in what you can get, you're more interested in what you can find, you're more interested in how do you achieve this, rather than working on yourself to develop yourself, in order for the spirit to guide you, in order for the future, your future self to guide you, in order your spiritual self, your life path, your destiny, and all the forces of nature to guide you to become your better self, the best version of yourself, so that when you come in contact with other people in life, you don't inflict pain on others. You don't take the trauma of what you've gone through, you lay abuses on others, whether it's financial abuse, whether it's physical abuse, whether it's verbal abuse, whether it's emotional abuse. Some of you do this thing, you don't know, but for some reason you just do it. You hurt people unintentionally, even when you don't want it, because you don't know any better. So these are some of the things the spirituality will teach you. You learn to heal yourself. You learn to identify yourself. You learn to work with yourself. You learn to understand what works for you. You learn to let go. You learn to heal. You learn to understand what doesn't work for you. You learn to understand your life path on earth. You learn to understand why you exist. You learn to rectify every paternal issue. You learn to rectify every maternal issue on your own self, on your own lineage, be it with your children, your partner, your husband, or your wife. You learn to work on yourself. You learn to be not just looking for love, you become love. You learn to love yourself, nurture yourself, show yourself mercy, compassion, love. So that way you are not just wanting it. This is who you are. When you go into people's life, you love them with pure authenticity, the best version of you, and they will have nothing to regret. And when even if anything happens, they go out there, they can never find anyone else like you. So you always be that memory that will haunt and torment them and remind them of the good person they lost if they decide not to put their shit together. So spirituality is not where you come, you want abracadabra. My kind of spirituality is where you learn to develop yourself, follow your own roots, follow your own tradition, your own culture, develop yourself. Because in every culture, in every tradition, there are always good and bad. Trust me. So it's not about going, oh, I heard this one is bad. Oh, they say this one is bad. This one is this one is that. So if it's bad, are all of them bad? Then try to learn the better version of it. Try to learn the good side of it. You don't have to follow people because they said, oh, this is bad, and then you're following society. Because when you're following, what you're doing is following people's following society. You are not following your inner self, your own calling, your own life path, your own soul. You are not honoring yourself. You are honoring others, you are not honoring yourself. So my kind of spirituality is where you honor yourself, you value yourself, self-worth, self-love, self-respect, self-development, healing your inner child, healing your wound, healing any abuse you've gone through, healing any trauma, healing any karma. And when I say that, it's not necessary. Karma is not something because you committed bad and karma will come. Yes, there are that kind of karma, but there are different kind of karma. Some of them is an inherited karma from family, this lineage, they suffer from so thing. Or for some of you, you come to life, you don't know, for some reason you always spoil things, or for some reason you get out of control, or you always fight, or for some reason something pushes you to do one thing or the other that you later regret, or for some reason you abuse people, or for some reason you don't know whenever you have money it has a way of vanishing. For some of you, you cannot become your authentic self. So these are the kind of spirituality that I do, that where you develop yourself, where you find out why you are here, why you exist. And if there is any issue or something going on in your life, you learn to tap in on it, meditate on it, pour libation, meditate on it, ask the spirit, not necessarily going from one native doctor to the other. In my own spirituality, since I've become proper spiritual, I don't go to Babalawo, I don't go to native doctors. Even if I go to native, some of them, they will look at me, they will even tell me, you know the spirits are calling you for work, go and do your job, go and do your work. They already know. They can see me, they know. So it's not something that you just go, oh, you have to go to native doctor. It's about developing yourself. Then you don't have to go to native doctors. You don't have to go to a spiritualist. You don't have to go to babalawos, because then you learn to tap into your own energy, into your own spirit, and they will reveal anything that you want to know. And you can ask questions and find out how to work on it. If you don't know, you research, you develop yourself, you read, you research, you meditate on it. Informations will come. Either you hear it, or you see synchronicity, or you see signs, or you see repeated numbers, or you see it in a dream. There are different ways you can find out on these things, read on it. That's how to develop yourself. So these are the kind of spirituality I do. No spirituality where you come, oh, you want to show off, or you want to achieve this, or you want to have some power. So if anybody do you bad, you want to retaliate, you want to show them how dare she, okay, I am this, I am that. I don't do that kind of spirituality, my dear. The spirituality, the spirituality I do is pure oneness, pureness, togetherness with your soul, spirit, mind, body, everything about you in alignment with your stars, your cosmic nature, according to the reason why you are here, and you follow your own path. If someone else is buying private jet or a plane, you wish them well, you're happy for them. You take off your eyes, because that's not your own. Some of you, Oju Kokoro, you see something, or somebody is this or that, you want to become, you want to be like, they want to compete. It's not competition. You be in your own lane, develop your own soul purpose, live your life, do what's best for you, and you live a beautiful life. So that's the kind of spirituality I do. So I just said, let me come and clarify, because some of you, You keep asking a whole lot of questions about this, about how do I find, there's nothing wrong as asking. I'm a spiritual person and I teach and I also guide people, and that's fine. But I think most of you should focus on self-development. That way you don't have to be struggling in life, going through unnecessary things you shouldn't be going through. So if you have to go through things, it has to be the things that the spirituality are not there to spoil it for you. Anybody's not to spoil it for you. It's about something in you that you need to develop. If you have to go through something, you know that it's your own self-limiting belief or a barrier within yourself that you have to work on. And you will identify it and you know it, and the spirit will reveal it for you, or it will happen in your life, or things will happen, and you know that this thing, I am weak in this area. You seek guidance, you stay resilient on it, you work on it consistently, effectively, you get the results you want. So these are the kind of spirituality I do, self-development. And whoever they are involved, wherever you go, you are the star. And when I say the star, not necessarily celebrity, all up in the air, oh, shining, not that kind. I'm talking the star in your own making, your authentic self. Your words, when you speak, people can see there is value about you. You bring value to the table. When you go into people's life, you bring value. You are not going there becoming a taker or a parasite, or to inflict pain on others. You heal. This is why they say a whole lot of our people, black people, they are aggressive and all that. Because a whole lot of you have not healed. You don't know what is healing. Most of you just want to have a good job or have a source of money, dress good, eat good food, travel, enjoy yourself, have family. That's all you know. You don't know that there are some karma, spiritual karmas. And when I say karma, not like you committed evil. There are different kind of karmas, like I said earlier. There are things you are here to resolve. That's why you came here like a child. You have a lot to learn. That's why when you come here as a child, whether you reincarnate or not, whether you believe in it or not, you come here as a child, you don't know anything. So everything is a learning process, discovering, learning. And learning is a lifelong lesson you will learn from the day you were born. You'll be growing and learning until the day we die. So it's something that is constant. So you have to learn to work on yourself. You have to learn to bring value to the table with people that are involved in your life, people that you are in contact with. You are not going there to be a taker or a parasite or a burden to them. You become a blessing to people you come in contact with. You impact on them. If not financially, physically, if not physically, they learn something from you. If not learning, you are impacting on their life in one way or the other. At least they know that when they see you or remember you, there's something about this person. This person, I learned one thing from them. Not just working, living life, gallivanting party and all that, working, and your money, travel, and that's it. There's more to life. Your sole purpose, there's more to it. So you figure that out. Once you sort yourself out, or you think you are working well, you have your good job, you have your partner or your love or your husband or your wife or your children. Work on your own self-development, heal yourself, inner essence, the peace within you, yourself, your self-love, your self-worth, with you in alignment with the cosmic nature, with you in alignment with the universe, with you in alignment with your roots, with you in alignment with your ancestors, with your own higher self, building your own higher consciousness, getting soul evolution, growing from one stage to another, not just remaining in this physical 3D that we are all in. We know the society, or this is trending and that's it, or this is happening here and that's it. Even when you are living physically, you learn to resonate and you learn to upgrade soul evolution from 3D, 4D, 5D, 6D, 7D. Some of you can even stand or go in the midst of crowd. You are seeing things normal people cannot see because your soul evolution and your higher consciousness is up there. You can see both the physical, you can see both the spiritual. You can tune in. You can tune in into your higher self. You can tune into the spiritual, and you can meditate and get answers, information, not for everybody else, but for yourself. Because once you better yourself, what you have within you is what you impact on your children. So it's generational. It's generational. Work on yourself, develop yourself. So you become, and then you use those knowledge, impact on your children, and whatever happens to you, they can never go astray because they've discovered who they are, they find themselves. So whatever is trending or happening in the society cannot drag them to the mud or drag them to become somebody else. No, because they know who they are. So I said, let me come and tell you, speak on it. If you don't know, so you know. You learn how to develop yourself. These are the kind of spirituality that I do. Not the spirituality you go to Babalo, do this one, incantation. I'm not saying there's something wrong with it. No, if you want to go there, find out, any information, use it, better yourself. If is that the route you choose to go. But even at that, whether you go there or not, you will learn for self-development. That's why you have spirituality. Because most of you African spiritualists don't speak on the good side that helps you develop all these gifts that you have within. We don't go and explore, we don't teach on it. You teach on it just to go to Babalawo and go and do incantation, find out this, or they will show red or voodoo and all those whole lot of things you're watching on home movies, on African movies. Some of it doesn't even happen. And for some of it that when you become spiritual, that you know what is truth and what is not truth, and use it to develop yourself and better yourself. So that's the kind of spirituality I do, and I'm urging you, please join in. Join in and be the better version of yourself, the best of yourself, enjoying your life, living your life, seeing the fruitful. And even if anything happens, you have nothing to lose on earth. If anything happens to you, you fulfill your mission. You've done a whole lot for yourself. You've evoluted your soul. And even if you are to reincarnate, whether you believe or not, you are to reincarnate. You are reincarnating on another higher realm, not just a normal, this thing. You are starting with a whole lot of either upgrading, working in the spiritual world, or you are born into this lifetime, starting a new course, a new part of life, or starting again from where you stop. So, it's a step. The more you go into spirituality, the more you develop, get to know a whole lot of this knowledge. So this is just a little tip, guys. Okay? So this is your spirituality. Look at other videos on what is spirituality, how to start your spirituality, and how to work with other spirit guide. So the video, you can also join my video channel, because I have two channels here. Joy Spiritual Guide Tarot, where I do all the tarot reading, and also Joy Spiritual Guide. So if you are on Joy Spiritual Guide Tarot, looking at the tarot reading, please join Joy Spiritual Guide to learn one or two things about how to help yourself, and so many things you don't know. And if you're on this channel, Joy Spiritual Guide, also join Joy Spiritual Guide Tarot for the guidance into your own zodiac sign. So you know your sign. I read different signs there. So it can give you guidance. It's a baby step. Slowly, surely, you start to develop yourself. Going into a whole new diverse place, ideas of spiritual world you don't know. You don't have to wait. You said, oh, I grew up in religion. I also grew up in religion. I also come from a religious background, as well of traditional background, because in Africa it's about tradition and then you have religion. But if it's something that you want to do, you don't have to wait, oh, your father didn't teach you, your mother didn't. You start to reading and finding out about spirituality. Buying the book, start reading, speaking to other spiritualists. How do you go about this? Finding out information, doing your libation, doing your meditation, and trying to develop yourself. And the more you align with the spirit, the more information comes, the more guidance comes. So this is how to go about things, guys. I just say let me speak on it. Thank you for watching and have a lovely weekend. Bye.